Honestly, sometimes I don't know why I click and make these videos, other than there's a desire to do so. And there is no script. There is no, I'm going to talk about this, I'm going to talk about this. And honestly, I just recorded 2 videos prior to that. And I thought I'll be talking about my story, my experience, and something in me just wanted to re record this from the beginning. And this is just to show probably one big realization here, if I can summarize everything, including my journey in the realization, is that there's no separation. The separation is the hallucination, and there's nothing wrong with that either. The appearance of separation, also, there's nothing wrong with that either. So there's still things arise. I would say the things that arise, especially on this journey of awakening, a lot of stuff comes up to the surface. And that is, I believe, because there were certain patterns that were woven into your nervous system, into doership, a pattern, apparent doership and pattern from the separate self. And even though in a big scheme of things, the timeline is not something tangible and real, they still do appear. They appear to arise when you go through awakening and shit goes down. The patterns will be showing up over and over again until they're released, indeed. You will start noticing how things are subsiding over time with the same patterns. And you will see that at the beginning it's like a storm. It's like everything just goes up to the surface. It's a big storm with lots of shit flying around. And then there is more quiet recognition of for what it is, and a series of glimpses that show you over and over again that this is not separate. I mean, I don't even have to go into details, even science proves it at this point, but it's your direct experience, really. And so in my case, it was the series of glimpses and going into a place of realization that it's a mental shift, it's a perspective shift, it's different kind of thoughts that arise in your mind. And also there is physically, while the reality does not change per se, but there's definitely shift in realization that we're strongly believe that we are located here, and this is our location. This is like everything that sprouts from here or starts from here. But if you close your eyes and do a simple exercise, even taking a few deep breaths, and really start feeling the edges of your body, you will understand how conceptual it is and how it's tied to the belief. So I did have a few glimpses where everything just dissolves, and there's this nothingness, there's this emptiness, and yet it's alive. It's the aliveness of all, and how strongly we believed by our conditioning that this is my body and you are located in the body. And the body is some sort of a separate entity operating on its own with its own consciousness. So that has been dissolving, and I don't have intentions to have these experiences, but they do happen. These glimpses do happen more and more. and everything else kind of subsides more into the peace background, and things still show up. I will lie if I would say that something challenging or certain patterns that have been there, maybe unresolved, they still show up. And it sucks because it could be one thing after another that is showing up, and your life already is kind of like you're living it in a different plane, so to speak, you know? But then everything starts making sense, that there's no separation, and there's this peace and empowerment actually from that. It's very powerful, it's very liberating. Liberating, I equate the word powerful with the word liberating. Freedom, liberation, because it's not an individual power anymore. It's everything. You understand that you are the freaking universe and you don't have the borders. So the separate self might not like this message, only because there is a belief, if I let go of this, which is already non-existent in the first place, which is kind of ridiculous, right? That I will disappear. So there's this fear of disappearance from the separate self perspective. But honestly, there's no such thing as disappearance. If we can say that disappearance is dissolving into everything that you are, then we can call it disappearance. But it's actually expansion, if anything, going back to your expanded, boundless, who you truly are. So that's where the power is. That's where the true power. It's not personal. It's impersonal. It's already the case. And honestly, I don't know my goal of this video. If it helps you, do let me know, share your experiences. But it's what's happening. And this realization, I truly believe it is a gift. Even at the beginning, it doesn't feel that way. Because there is a moment of the celebration of that as well, of having a completely different reaction to things. And when things arise, you catch yourself for what it truly is, whatever it may be. And you're not being hard on yourself anymore, even when you in the midst of emotional storm, which can still happen. There is no really goal in all of this, because it's a deep sleep, deep hallucination and illusion that we apparently fell into. The truth of it all, just like a dream, it has no tangibility or power. It arises and it dissolves. And while it arises and dissolves, it's already unbound and free. And out of that freedom, it arises. So there's really nothing much I feel like adding to this. It's sometimes a big mindfuck. It's sometimes very challenging. It's sometimes exhilarating. And there is a apparent, definitely awakening process that is taking place. Don't disregard that. don't disregard that there is a journey appearing into all of this. Don't get tied into words how to name it correctly. Your experience is your experience is the experience, because there is no separation. So there's definitely a lightness about all of that. But the body, of course, will be wired with certain programming that was instilled in your conditioning. And the good news, as I look back, the body adapts to that smooth, more peaceful, non-reactive way of being, because honestly, that's your nervous system default system, default mode. And it is there to protect you from threats and danger, which is designed that way. But that separation belief took over the nervous system and has been running the show. And I also want to add, it doesn't matter what happened in the past. I mean, I've had a lot of challenges that happened in the past, and it was hard to process some of them, because the reality instantaneous, it's fresh and new and bound. So whenever it feels like that, there's remembrance of this freedom that is already the case. So I don't want my video to go a little bit over the 12 minutes, but it's been nice to make one, because I haven't been doing any videos and haven't chatted with you guys. Let me know how you guys doing. I would love to hear from you. I'm thinking maybe to open some sort of community, and where we can share these experiences. I'm still thinking about it. Probably will be working on it. But meanwhile, let me know how this goes for you, because this connection is so precious. I want to thank you for being here, for watching. And I think it's just an incredible thing that we can connect and chat about these things. Even though, again, it's not easy going through this, but there is beauty about this. It's a gift. And I hope you see it that way too. If not, also please share, and I'll see you in my next video.